Good morning, and welcome back to Morning Mindset. I've been gone for a week. I had a lovely week away, spent some time with family, and it was super nice. Welcome, Anna. Nice to see you back inside Morning Mindset. So as usual, we're going to get back on track with our accountability. I really missed sticking, like I did my accountability, but it was all very random because we were all over the place. So I love being able to come back and do this at the same time every day. It keeps me much more focused. But it's okay. I mean, I was on holiday, so it's not so much of a problem. But I'm super happy to be back and focusing back on the accountability at our regular slot in the mornings. Good morning, Anna. Okay, so before we get into our accountability, we are going to start our theme for the morning mindset of this week. And the theme is the run up to our one sourcing finance level, which is going to be released this Saturday. This is the 4th level inside one sourcing. We only have 2 more levels after this. So we've got finance now, then we've got our client level, and then we have our team level. So the focus this week is on the finance level, and we're going through the steps inside Level Up. So if you don't have Level Up, you can get it on virtualmissfriday.com/level up, and there you'll be able to see all 24 steps. But today we are talking about accounting and company formation. Now, in the beginning of your business, you don't necessarily need anything complicated, but definitely I would say if you can get in the mindset of actually forming your company, it feels less relaxed and less kind of loosey-goosey than if you kind of say, well, I'll just see how it goes, and then maybe if I get a client, I'll make a company and things like that. For me, intention setting is really important, especially when we talk about mindset and accountability. So I've dropped in there a little bit of information about company formation for virtual assistants, and this is on a global level because obviously virtual assistants is a global industry, and I definitely started my virtual assistant business country hopping. I've lived in 7 countries, so I was pretty much a nomad for a lot of my career as a VA. I still live abroad. I live in Egypt now. And I didn't want to keep having to change my company and kind of have to reinvent myself every time I moved. So I found a solution which worked for me. We talk about that inside One Sourcing Finance. So it's basically like as soon as you kind of make that commitment, it's really a good idea to at least start investigating what company formation might be right for you, and then starting to get your basic accounting in place. So things like where you're going to track your income and expenses. And then finally, it's really, really important at this stage, and this is what we go through in the first section, is financial targets. Because what we want to do is ensure that the business remains profitable. And if we don't set our financial targets and calculate them properly, then sometimes it may kind of feel like we're going to be making money, but when you actually lay it all out in front of you, you realize you're not charging enough, or there's not enough margin in there for you to actually have a really good profitable business. And this is why so many VAs, and this was kind of like myself in the beginning as well, were earning really, really good money. And you can be earning really good money as a VA, but if you've not really considered the financial targets with the expenses factored in and with your expertise and time and all of that factored in, sometimes when you just kind of have your hourly rate in your mind and think, oh, well, that'll be good for me, but you don't look at the other very important key points of the business, you can end up doing a lot of work, technically bringing in a decent amount of money, but not actually securing a profit. So with one sourcing, the entire business model and the entire finance model is about ensuring that you stay profitable, because the profit is going to mean you keep your sanity. It's going to mean you still have your freedom. You're not tied to the desk. It's just going to make your business a hell of a lot better. So those are the things that you need to begin to think about as we dive into this finance level. We've got 3 more steps coming over the next few days relating to that before we release the level on Saturday. So that's basically it from me in today's morning mindset. It's kind of a heavy one to come back to after a holiday, but finance is so important. And again, if you don't get this right and you don't factor in all of the things that we're teaching inside the finance, I mean, there are things that I didn't introduce until much later when I was creating one sourcing that I wished I'd introduced earlier in my business, because I would have made a lot more money and I would have had a lot more stress. So pay attention to this level. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch into our daily accountability. We've got our journal here at the ready. Make sure you've got your goals ready. And we are going to head into this now, and I will be back here tomorrow with another tip to help you along with your finances as a virtual assistant. So take care, and I shall see you back here tomorrow. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside virtual co-working space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention,
and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.